Welcome back to Legaria, everybody. It's been a couple weeks. We took a week off for the holiday, and we returned to form by wasting about 20 minutes in our chat here posting chonky cat gifs. But
the chonkiness started with raccoons.
That is true. It was chonky raccoons. He is correct. Anyway, I am your Dungeon Master TGE, and these are our favorite heroes. Say hi, favorite heroes.
Hi, favorite heroes.
Hi, favorite heroes.
At least one of you got it.
What's the heroes that he's talking about? I mean, there's heroes, but none of them are favorites.
I'm not a hero. I'm just here to sell stuff.
Last time, you guys went back to the Royal Box after nearly getting yourselves destroyed in the drug den, where you met the full royal family. You met the king, who immediately took a liking to Poffiz because of the Jello shots. You met the queen, who seemed to be fairly nice but a little distant. Not at all akin to the rumors that were heard about her being erratic in her behavior. While there, you watched the prince compete in a exhibition opening sparring match before the Royal Suitor Games got started, in which he got overconfident and lost. Afterwards, you made your way back to the ship that the royal family was staying on and came here in, and discussed some battle plans. Also, not going to mention any names, but Arabella may have given Kite an amulet of the royal family. Once back on the ship, you discussed some plans where the king, Adeline, wanted you to take the prince, the three of you to take the prince through an underground sewer outpost into the gladiatorial slave quarters to go talk to the slaves to see if they had any information as to what could possibly be going on, and if there was anything you guys that they could use to stop whatever coup plan, etc., the Duke was planning. Also, we've learned that neither Chloe nor Prince Alwyn can talk in front of the other one.
Well, I mean, hers is for completely different reasons.
We've learned that neither Prince Alwyn nor Chloe can talk in front of the other one.
We have also learned that both of them are completely oblivious.
100%.
Indeed.
You made your way down into the sewers, where initially Poffins found a shiny object that he wanted to run towards, but you all realized it was a gelatinous cube and thought better of it. Now you have made your way down another hallway where you've been confronted by two Wooter Spooters.
Only two. Good.
Yes, only two that you can see.
Yeah.
And that is where we are as we return to Shadows over Legaria, Chapter 5, The Sewer and the Slave. And we're going to immediately jump into combat because we did roll initiative as the last thing we did last session. So it is Red Dot Wooter Spooter's turn. And he is going to... You just hear this chittering now sound as the spider just comes over here. And, well, Kite's the first one he sees. And he is going to reach out with these giant, like, opening and closing mandibles and just try and take a bite out of Kite.
Is that like taking a bite out of crime?
It might be. Does a 15 hit you?
No.
So he just goes to bite you and he just like gets a hold of your gauntlet. And one thing you notice is when it bites you, like a small thin layer of frost appears on the gauntlet where it bites you. Chloe, you're up.
Alrighty. Well, first things first, Chloe is going to freak out just a little bit and step back because huge spiders, not good. But what she's also going to do is, I want to see if I can identify these spiders. What would I have to roll to identify or see what I know about these kind of creatures?
Well, let me take a quick peek here. It would be a nature check.
Oh, dear. Do I have any nature? No, I don't, because I'm bad at that. Is that a standard action, or is that a, like...
You're just trying to see if you know anything, so yeah, you're not doing anything more than recalling what you might know, so it's just a nature check right now. Anything deeper than that?
So I'll just do that. That's a 15.
Well, these are, they're definitely a new thing. You haven't really seen spiders like this before, although you do hear, "Madam, I've heard stories of these things before. All I can tell you, though, is watch out. Apparently, they give you frostbite when they bite you." As Llewellyn pops out of the backpack.
And as soon as he pops out, she immediately takes him, and she puts him in her hands, and she opens it up and says, well, let's not give them a chance. Llewellyn, magic missile!
So, as you open the page for Llewellyn, you just open to a page, and a stereotypical, like, sorcerer with a hat and a wand pops out like it's a pop-up picture book and flicks the pop-up picture book wand and fires the magic missiles at the spider.
Actually, and it's spiders within range. It's a creature of my choice. Oh, I can see within range. I can't see this guy.
No, you can only see this one. So it's roll 3d4 plus 3.
I'm probably killing this thing. Whatever.
No, you're definitely not killing this thing with magic missile. I will tell you right now.
Thank goodness. Okay, so 3d4 plus 3?
Yep. Assuming you're casting it at level 1.
Oh, yes. So 3d4 plus 3. I don't know why I said thank goodness, because I want this thing dead immediately. That's a 9.
Okay.
Actually, wait a second. As a free action, what I can do is I can replace magic missile type with an element of my choice. If I have the spell in my book.
Does that work for force damage?
It works for any spell that is level 1 or higher. So I can change force damage into fire damage. That's the...
Right, I just didn't know if it used force damage specifically. I knew it did elemental and everything else, I just wasn't sure if force was it. Nope, okay.
It is.
Nope, it does. Fine. I just want... Because normal replacement abilities don't do force, that's why I was asking.
Oh.
Nope, but no, you're perfectly within rights to do that.
Yeah.
You want to make this magic fire missile?
Right, because of the Burning Hand spell I learned, so let's do it.
It hits the spider, and it doesn't seem to do more damage than normal. It just seems to do the damage.
Okay.
Kite
That's worth trying.
Kite looks over at Chloe and Llewellyn. It's a book. Why don't you just smack it with the book?
You see a pop-up bicep comes out, and Llewellyn flexes.
Chloe's points at the spider and says, "That is clearly bigger than a book can take care of. I hit it with the force of 9 books."
She doesn't have faith in you, Llewellyn.
How dare you,
book off you.
My turn's over. I close the book.
At this point, it is Prince Alwyn's turn, who is going to... Well, I'm going to roll this, see if he can do it. He does, in an attempt to show off, he jumps over Poffin's head and basically parkours off the wall to land here. And then he is going to attack with the quarterstaff. Or, sorry, the Santetsuken. He is going to hit with the quarterstaff. Basically, he jumps off, unsheaths the Santetsuken from the quiver, jumps off the wall, and just... Boom, 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 boom. I know they are, Chammy. I want them to be. So he's going to hit this, and does a decent smack. And the way that monks work is, as a bonus action, because he attacked with a monk weapon, he can attack with his fist, too. Which he will hit.
Nice.
And, he deals a large amount of damage to this thing as he parkours off the wall, basically broadsides it with a Santetsuken, and as he comes back, just gives it a back elbow. And then lands and sort of has the Santetsuken wrap around him. The unfortunate thing for him is it's the other Spooter's turn.
Oh, they're in bad positions.
Yeah, because this one's going to come up here and try and bite him. Go to this page, and this one comes up just like you can see as this one approaches. That you know what you're looking for. You can see like almost like this, like almost like icy cold water acid type stuff coming off of their jowls. Like it comes down and it drips, and you know when you go outside sometimes and something is so hot or so cold, you can see the steam coming off of it.
Mm-hmm.
That's what's happening with this liquid coming out of their jowls. And this is going to hurt the prince. This thing comes and just, you can hear the prince yell and scream as this frost appears on his arm where he gets hit.
Your Highness!
This actually drops the prince.
No!
He goes down. Yeah, I rolled ridiculous on the icy damage.
I see that.
Yes. So it is Poffins. You see the prince do this ridiculous thing, and then immediately get basically felled by giant spider. What do you do?
I'm gonna go with the shiny thing out of the cube. I got.
Don't you dare run away, Puffins.
Oh, okay, fine. Pulls out another red vial and throws it right at the mouth of the spider. Just throwing a fireball potion at it, basically. Firebolt.
Which one?
Roll
the one
to hit.
The one right in front of him.
So green dot.
Yeah, that's a 20.
20 will hit. Roll your damage.
What is my damage? I forget.
Firebolt is 1d10.
Seven.
Okay. You throw the potion in this thing's mouth, and it just crunches down. You can hear it hissing and screaming as the fire mixes with this like cold bile acid. Kite is up.
Okay, so Kite is just sort of standing there watching all that happen to Prince Alwyn after he's like showing off. So Kite will grab like the very back end of his glaive, like the butt of the weapon, and sort of swing it over his head and bring it down like a golf club right at the red spider.
Hold on a second. Nat 20s do matter. You need to say it's a nat 20.
Sorry, my bad.
Yes. Like, 20 to me is, you rolled, you got a 20 with your stuff. Not, it's a nat 20. Nat 20 should double the dice, so roll another d10.
That's some good damage, Nora.
Yeah.
That one's a 3.
I mean, same thing applies, just a bigger explosion.
Yeah, bigger explosion.
Okay.
My bad.
Sorry. Butt of the glaive. You 100% hit.
Yeah, so this is like uppercut slashing the red Wooter Scooter. Really?
Anything else?
Nope, not right now.
Okay. Red Spooter's turn, and even though it sees a potential meal sitting there with the prince, you just smacked it upside the head, and it does not like you very much.
I did not smack it upside the head. I hit it from the chin.
Well, either way, it's still trying to bite you. Does a 16 hit you?
Yes.
Okay. So it reaches out, and you don't have any damage immunities, correct?
Or
no,
resistances.
Just against
saving throws.
Okay. So it bites down and clamps down, and this acid, this cold acid comes, and you're going to take a total of 17 damage. 8 piercing, 9 cold.
Okay.
I love the pure look of terror on Chammy's face. Chloe.
Gotcha. So these are natural creatures and they're not magically created or anything?
The reason the nature check applies here is because they're classified under the beast category.
Okay.
So that's why the nature check applied.
Gotcha.
So you wanted to know what they are.
Right.
Magical creatures. Make an insight check.
Gotcha. Because are they here to guard, or are they just naturally occurring? Let's see. That's a 23. Credit. 23.
You've heard stories about these. These tend to be spiders who've been exposed to some very powerful cold magic type of thing. So usually they're placed places, not like places where they would fit, but these specific types of spiders are placed as guards for something.
Okay.
With the insight check, you also know that with a crit, I will give you the fact that not only do they leech cold, but they don't like cold.
Oh, that's not what I expected. Okay. You know what? Let's do it. I've been waiting to use the spell anyway. Alright, that would actually hurt everybody. It's okay. I didn't say ask how big the room was.
I said I cast fireball.
Let me actually read how the spell works, because it might actually be extremely dangerous. Let's see. Short ice. Each creature within 5. Yeah, I don't want to do that.
Within 5 feet?
Yeah, each creature within 5 feet of the target that I hit would take 2d6 cold damage.
Oh, ice knife.
Yes. So, I don't want to do that because my friends are right around that, so let's go with option 2 for now. Right, let's just... Okay. Let's just do on the Ray of Frost right now.
Okay.
And I will do that on spider number red.
Spider number red.
So here you go. Regular roll. It's a
That hit.
16.
Roll. It's vulnerable to cold, so roll 2d8.
Up to
Or just technically, Kratos would double the damage, so it's going to take 16.
Okay, so it takes 16.
Because that's only 1d8, right?
Yeah, that's correct.
Yeah, it's going to take 16. It hisses and screeches and begins to ice over and crystallize. It is pissed.
Oh dear.
I mean, lucky for you, there's still a kite in your way.
So that's going to be it for Chloe. She's going to be holding Llewellyn a little bit closer.
Mm-hmm. So, it is the prince's turn. It is time for a death save. And that's a 3. That's going to be a failure.
Oh no.
Oh, it's even worse because does anyone have a reaction?
Terror?
To what?
Fear?
Because based on how the spiders are about how they would normally act, the prince is about to die.
I do have a reaction, sort of.
No, it's do you have a reaction to stop what's about to happen? Yes or no?
Hold on, let me check to see if I can actually cast invisibility as a reaction.
No, you cannot.
Shield?
I have absorb elements. That's the only thing.
It doesn't help you. It helps you. It doesn't help the prince.
Reaction when hit by target? Yeah, it's only target self.
Well, if it moves towards the prince zone, I get a...
It's right in front of the prince. It's just going to do its attack, which is an automatic 2 death save fails.
Why would it attack the prince instead of Kite?
Because the green one sees a dead meal in front of it.
Gotcha.
Where does it say if it's a reaction or not in here?
It would say under the spell type R. for reaction. There's A for action, B for bonus action, and R for reaction.
It'd be under your casting time. If casting time says reaction, then that's what it counts for spells. Otherwise, if you have a feat or an ability that specifically says as a reaction or an opportunity action.
No.
So let me ask you a question. What have we learned, healer?
He got one shot!
And instead of bringing up the prince who you were supposed to protect, you decided to throw a firebolt at the spider.
It also teaches us not to let DMs sit there and control important characters. Because why on earth would the prince, after just being scolded by Kite, try to sit there and act like a hotshot again?
I'm not actually going to kill him. I was just using it to prove a point to Nora. He would attack Kite. You're correct.
Well, no, I'm not saying the spider would attack Kite. I'm saying why would the prince do that after Kite just scolded him for doing that? Especially if the prince has any respect for Kite.
Because the prince did not know that these things... Go ahead.
I still don't agree. Whether or not he believes the spiders are powerful or not, he would not hotshot right after being told off by Kite for hotshotting.
Well, yes, fair. But he also wouldn't stand back and not try and hurt these things, so he would still go up and try to punch them.
I'm just saying. You're
He
proving
didn't
a
watch
point,
that
so
Clay
I'm
blast
proving a
this
point
thing.
too.
Yes.
No, that you're perfectly correct in the point to prove. Like, did he have to jump off the wall? No. But is he going to run up and punch this thing because that's what he can do? Yes.
That is what a monk does. It's kind of their thing. Wait, doesn't he have reach for that staff?
No. Sentensica does not grant reach. It's a quarterstaff reflavored.
Gotcha.
Turn.
We learned our lesson.
Green Spider turns and looks at Kite and tries to bite, but as he's going in to bite, bumps into the other spider who was just retracting from being blasted with cold and misses. I roll the one. So they bumped into each other. Ponzi.
So Ponzi at this point is going to just drag the prince back out of the way.
I'm going to suggest against doing that from a mechanical standpoint. If something leaves a threatened square of an enemy, they get a reaction attack of opportunity.
Okay.
That's the right idea, but that mechanically, that's not the right thing to do.
That's only if they do voluntary movement, though, right? Or no, it's involuntary too. Yeah, that's right.
It's one of those things where it's involuntary but voluntary because it's your teammate trying to drag you from harm's way. Right. Involuntary movement in the sense of like a force spell pushing you backwards 20 feet.
Like if I did a bull rush on Kite or something to move him, he wouldn't take an attack of opportunity, would he, from the spider?
No, but you're probably not moving Kite either.
You know what I mean? Like, hypothetically.
Right. Like, in this situation, because, like, pushing someone out of the way is a sudden, fast movement, you're not going to be able to react to that. Seeing somebody get dragged, you're going to be able to react to that.
Fine. I'll be a good healer, and I'll...
Keep in mind, Healing Word is a bonus action, so you still get your regular action if that's the spell you want to use.
Oh, it is. Oh, that is. Sweet.
And encourage you to use it.
Yeah, it's actually nice. Usually it's just an action. So yeah, I will use Healing Word.
Healing Word is a fantastic spell.
Yes, I will use Healing Word on the prince.
All right, 1d4 plus spell modifier, I believe.
Roll my d4s. All right. 4. And then my spell modifier is what?
What's your spell?
Intelligence.
It should be on your page where it says at the top of your spells. Your spell modifier should be... Oh, no, it says spell attack bonus.
It's 5. Your intelligence bonus is plus 5.
Oh, okay. So, yeah. So, 9.
Okay, and that was a bonus action.
Yep. And then I'm going to use... what the heck? We'll throw another firebolt at this thing.
Now, normally you cannot cast 2 spells in the same turn, but because the second one's a cantrip and the first was a bonus action, you can do that.
Okay. All right. So 18 plus.
Okay, yeah, you hit.
Yeah.
You hit. 18 plus, yeah, you hit. Green spooter or red spooter?
The green spooter again. 7.
Okay. You throw another potion of whatever red, disgusting liquid you want to do with it. Kite, you're up.
Okay. Instead of actually slashing up, Kite just stabs down at the red spider now.
Just.
You shall not pass.
7 is not going to hit. It's going to bounce. It's going to bounce off the disgustingly slimy carapace. Yes, disgustingly slimy carapace.
It was already disgusting.
But that's not all I'm doing. Because...
Ooh.
Are you doing what I think they're doing?
An echo appears right behind the green spider. And Sleipnir comes crashing down on top of that.
There you go.
I'm using Unleash Incantation.
Alrighty. 12. Roll. Technically, as a monk, can threaten even there because everything's a weapon. Roll with advantage for the echo.
There you go, flanking.
14 will do it. That's the number you needed. Whew. You come down and just the ethereal but not ethereal scythe comes crashing down into this and makes an ethereal yet not ethereal sound.
No, it's not ethereal. When I make attacks with my echo, it is me making the attack. I transpose my place with the echo to make the attack.
Okay, so yeah, it just comes down and just digs into this disgusting, slimy carapace.
Also, worth noting, for role-playing purposes, this is the first time that Ponzi has seen this. So you basically see Kite stab at the one spider and then come down with the glaive on the other spider, almost immediately.
Yeah. You're seeing double.
And now you see, a grayed out Kite.
It's a neat effect.
It is the purple spiders, the red spider's turn.
Don't do that to us, Steve.
Yes, the purple spider's turn.
I should have gone to the cube.
So, Kite, you are going to get an attack of opportunity because even though it's mad at you, it saw the ice come from Chica over there.
Yeah.
So it's got spider climb, so it's basically going to climb up the side of the sewer and chitter on over to Chloe, but it is leaving your threatened space, so you get an attack of opportunity.
The red one's climbing towards Chloe.
Yeah, it's basically going to use spider climb to climb on the walls over you to go after Chloe.
Okay. Well, then, in character, I would not actually try to hit it with Sleipnir. I would actually pull the kunai out and try to stab it.
That works. Just
But I totally miss.
Yeah, you try and stab it, and you just So yeah, it's coming right towards you, Chloe, because you shot.
No, Tej. Come on. I rolled a critical miss. I pulled the kunai out. I hit it with the kunai. I just had the blade facing me instead of it.
Yes, you hit it with the blood, like the loop ring into the kunai. Yeah, the spider does one of those creepy full head turns around, looks at you like, what the hell, and then whips right back to Chloe. And tries to just chomp down on you, but in the spot of turning its head around to look at Kite, it miscalculates where you were and just bites right over your head. I rolled another one. It would have done 19 damage too. Did that hit?
This is bad.
Crowley, there's a spooner in your face!
How are you going to back up and fire him? I don't think that's the thing you can do in this, right?
If you leave its threatened area, it gets an attack of opportunity.
Right. Okay. Well, before Chloe does anything, she's first looking at kind of like a panicked, it's like, please help me look. But she also looks over to Ponzi, and she just kind of shouts out, Ponzi, they're weak to cold things. Try using any kind of ice you might have in those potions of yours. And then in the meantime, she's going to fire off her own thing, which is Ray of Frost again, because I like the double damage. So, in the face, Ray of Frost. I'm not technically flanking, am I?
No.
Let's go. 17. And the damage is okay, so that's 16 again.
Will you stop maxing this?
I hate these things. I must max.
This thing is now covered in more than one thick layer of ice and cold, and it is like you know when after you've stomped on a spider a couple times, it's trying to get back up and drunk walking. That's where this spider is at right now. It's
that's
at that.
I wish I had a bonus action. I gotta take Llewellyn and just
Unfortunately, you don't.
Nope. That's it.
But the prince, it is his turn. So he is first going to go ahead and attack a guy. He's down on the ground there, so he's going to go ahead and just try and uppercut it with a Santetsuken, which he will hit.
Nice.
For 9 damage. Since you guys can't see the damage he rolls. Which I need to make it that you can.
We can.
And then, what?
Oh, you made it so I can see it.
Oh, you can see it. Okay, cool.
Yeah, you give us control over him.
Okay. All right, cool. And then he is going to spend one of his key points to activate the ability Step of the Wind, which allows him to take the disengage action as a bonus action. So he is going to basically use the Santetsuken, grab at the spider, kip up, and be like, gotta go, bye! And just sprint over here. So good news is he's not getting bitten. Bad news for Ponzi, you are. The Echo cannot take an attack of opportunity because it's Kite's attack of opportunity, and it's already been taken.
I am, however, going to have absorb elements.
Well, hold on.
Potentially.
Wait to see if I hit you first.
Well, yes.
Alright, so it comes and it just this thing is coming towards you, and it is got these big spidery dripping jowls, and it's almost like it's drooling to come and get you. You swear you see it lick its mandibles. Does a 23 hit you?
Oh, yeah.
All right, so what does Absorb Elements do again?
I have to look it back up. Spell captures some of the incoming energy, lessening its effect on you, storing it for your next melee attack. If you have resistance to the triggering damage type, it's your next turn. Or you have resistance.
Okay, which cuts the damage in half.
Yeah. Okay. And then I also, on my next melee attack, I deal an extra 1d6 of damage to the triggering type, and the spell ends.
Sweet.
So you're going to take 9 piercing damage and 6 cold damage. And yes, that 6 was already halved. That 6 was already halved. But you do have a residual font of cold damage that you can use with your physical attack. And speaking of that, it's your turn.
All right. Well, that was fun.
Yeah, you see, like, as this bites you, you see the cold sort of permeate, and all of your glassware gets frosted.
Does the crossbow count? The crossbow doesn't count as a physical attack, does it?
Why wouldn't it count as a physical attack?
It's a physical attack.
That's what I
it's
was...
ranged. It's not melee.
It's not a melee attack.
That's what I was checking. Yeah. So Ponzi's actually going to pull that crossbow out finally. That's been sitting on his back. He's going to pull this thing out. He's not even going to load it. He's just going to point it right at the spider's eye and shoot it.
He came preloaded. Who keeps their crossbow preloaded?
No, he has magical ammunition.
So that means it's a magical attack.
No, I don't believe that's how that works.
Oh yeah, basically the artificer has like weird things they can become attuned to, and one of his is magical ammunition.
Nice.
I'll read the exact thing here.
I probably have to roll this off the sheet.
Eight is going to miss.
Of course it is.
You reel back, fire this crossbow. A bolt that appears to be made of pure energy fires and clinks harmlessly to the ground next to the spider's leg. Anything else you want to do?
That I have +1 to attack, but I don't think that matters.
9 does not matter either.
Yeah. Yeah, I want to run. That's a bad idea. So I'm just going to sit here and whimper.
All right. Kite, you're up. Red spider looks like it's on death's door. Green spider looking a little better, but still not looking fantastic.
Oh, I'm still going after red spider.
Okay.
Thank you.
All you have to do is hit red spider, and it's going to be dead. I will tell you that right now.
Yeah, that's a hit.
It is. So please describe how you kill red spider. It has 2 hit points left.
So, I'm actually going to do this as a tie-in. So, I take my glaive, and I sort of slide it underneath the red spider. And I slash up. And I swing the red spider over my head. And I'm going to use my action surge to swing the glaive with the red spider attached down onto the green spider.
Okay. Do me a favor. Make me an athletics check. Nothing bad will happen if you fail. So basically, if you pass the athletics check, I was going to give you a D4 bludgeoning damage from the spider. That's all. The 17 does hit though. Roll damage. Another 7 damage as Spider 1 comes crashing down on Spooter 2. Just and like red spider is just like twitching and awing, and then so like you see green spider like pushing up, like Terminator handing through red spider's carapace.
What are these spiders?
Oh no! That totally would have just split the red spider in half.
Chloe, your turn.
Okay, this one's easy. Walking behind Kite, because I'm confident. Then I'm going to use the Ray of Frost on this spider.
All right.
Because I want to save my spells for just in case. Let's try it. Ray of Frost. Behind you, Kite! Well, you already know. You just stabbed him, and I missed.
You do miss. It is the prince's turn. Who is going to, come back up here and attack the spider with the Santetsuken. And he is going to miss.
Oh, we shared roles.
We did. Then he is going to spend a key point for Flurry of Blows, which gives him 2 unarmed attacks as a bonus action. So he's going to swing the Santetsuken, going to miss, wrap it up here, and then just elbow back fist. Or try to, anyway. That will hit. He'll hit with the elbow for all of 4 damage. It is Green Spooter's turn. And it's clearly going to attack the thing that attacked it with its buddy.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, it's got these 3 things in front of it, but one of them just attacked it with its buddy. I'm either rolling ones or 1 fewer than Kite's AC. That's another 15.
I don't mind.
No, because
I
didn't realize these things. I didn't realize these things did as much damage as they did.
They hit so hard.
I was reading it and I'm like, oh.
1 took half my HP off. It would have one-shot either Chloe or Ponzi.
Yeah.
You told me that I rolled 19 on the damage for me when it missed.
Yeah.
I mean, I got lucky that I have any HP left.
Yeah. Like, I did not realize these things hit as hard as they did. I misread them. I'm like, oh, it's got... The hard thing about these is they just have a big font of HP. They're only dealing a D8 plus 4 damage, max 12. And I'm like, oh, they also do cold. Oh, okay.
Carry the 1. All right.
Carry the 1. Oh, we in trouble, fam. But anyway, Ponzi, you are up. Because had that hit, it would have done 23 damage.
So basically, we're encountering a Gafgarian that Tej forgot to de-equip before fighting him.
Yes. Yes. Also, Krim, I'm not sure if it's the same on the stream, but your delay is ridiculous.
Like, between my...
Between your mouth moving and the sound coming out.
I didn't even notice until you said something.
I mean, it's probably not that way on stream because my mic is picking up the same time my camera is. So the desync is on Discord side, not on the stream.
Okay, fair enough.
Because my mouth is moving with what I'm hearing myself say, if that makes any sense.
It makes sense.
And if not, it will just freak everyone out.
I mean, Ponzi's already done that.
Yeah, Ponzi's going to freak everybody out. And I apologize if my descriptions have been freaking you all out.
What, I don't have a phobia of insects. What?
You never mentioned that. And these aren't insects; they're arachnids.
Yeah, same thing. They're all crawling.
This sucker's getting another bottle of fire dew thrown at it. That's a 15
Oh,
plus.
you're staying there?
15 will hit.
Well, it's 15 plus whatever my stuff is.
Well, 15 hits. Its AC is 14, so the 15 hits.
And that's 6 damage right to its face.
You're a brave little potion master.
He is the little potions master.
Please brave.
So you just throw this potion in here, and it explodes in its mouth. This thing looks like it's been hit with a newspaper a couple times. Kite, can you provide the finishing newspaper blow?
I don't know. We'll see. Yes!
Roll the damage, because I want to see how much you do.
He's got the Sunday Times up in here.
So, you want me to explain this, or...
100%.
So, that potion that Ponzi just threw in its mouth, there's still glass shards just sitting there in its mouth. Kite winds up and gives like a baseball swing into the spider, and the glass shards from its mouth exit the back of its body and go flying down the hall.
Oh!
That's what we call an exit wound.
I mean, it was a critical hit, so I hit the most critical part of the body.
You
the
100% did. You hit everything about that. And that spider, there's nothing left but a pile of liquid acid goo. And with that, I can safely do that.
So Chloe walks up to the spider that's in front of them between like her and Kite, and she immediately starts like, oh no, whatever remains. She immediately starts like stepping on like whatever's still there, like, make sure it's dead!
Well, one of the spiders is in half. The other has like no back side because the glass just tore it all to shreds.
Yeah.
I don't trust anything with these.
Chloe, do me a favor as you're stomping on the spider.
Yeah.
Make me an acrobatics check.
This is gonna be sad.
You slip and fall in the goo and the sewer water. And as you fall in just the right way, so one of that disemboweled spider legs like almost like wraps its arm around you.
Ah!
It's not moving, it just falls over you as you trip and fall.
Rips it off. Ah!
Llewellyn is up there flapping. Madam, it was already dead. There was no need to do that.
Kite leans over to Alwyn. Aren't you going to go help her up?
Yeah. And as you're like already standing up, he runs over to try and help you.
And she like throws her hands down, like, and you! What were you thinking? I saw you run up there and you nearly got yourself killed.
What am I going to stand in? I have to hit
it!
Well, next time, make sure you don't get hit while hitting it.
Yeah, you look, and there's like two giant pierce holes in what he's wearing, and it looks like the wounds have been cauterized through frostbite.
Your father's going to be so mad at us. He'll be mad at you. Never mind. Anyway.
Why would he be mad? We're still here. Everyone's alive. I got hit. We're still here. Like, we're fine.
Just be careful. Ponzi, how are you?
Not great.
Well, regardless, I have a feeling that the worst might be over, at least for now. Those spiders weren't naturally occurring creatures down here.
Why are you tempting fate?
No, I don't mean like that. Based upon what I've studied, at least those kind of creatures, they're probably created specifically to guard this location. As in, they were probably almost the front doorsmen, if you will. So hopefully,
They have spider bouncers.
well, more or less. But hopefully that was their main defense. And they weren't expecting people to get past this. But either way, if we're going to continue, we do want to keep our wits about us, because this place is guarded.
Kite just looks at the prince. Your call.
What do you mean, my call?
I mean exactly what I said. It's your call.
I mean, we're here to we're here to go find them and talk to them. We're staying.
You're also the one who was just lying face first in a pool full of sewer water.
He spits them out. Yeah, it's disgusting. It's actually not as disgusting as I thought it would be. It's surprisingly clean.
It is oddly clean down here. Oh, right, the cube.
My shiny.
He does make a good point, though, Alwyn. It's clearly dangerous down here. And whether or not we should continue in terms of completing our mission, there's at least the question, you're all gravely injured. It wouldn't really be a bad choice for us to temporarily retreat and...
At this point, Alwyn puts the Santetsuken back in the quiver, spins it around to the front, unscrews a false bottom in the quiver, and out drop 2 potions of healing.
Oh.
Screws it back, hands one to Ponzi, pops the lid off one himself.
I was actually thinking Kite would take one.
You're thinking what?
Nothing. Absolutely not.
Yeah. And then hands the potion that he popped the lid off to Kite.
Oh, okay. I take it that means you want to continue, then.
Down the whole thing?
No, he didn't. He didn't open it for himself. He opened it for you.
You need it more than I do.
He's not wrong.
No. You need it more than I do. You got hit worse. I mean, yes, I got hit worse than you did, but I also. Do you know what it's like? Being face down in a puddle of water, and the first thing you hear is that thing, and he points to Ponzi, screaming at you to get up.
Do you realize what it's like seeing you face down in the water, and that thing is not immediately yelling for you to get up?
Well, he probably saw something shiny.
That means that you need the potion even more.
You were bleeding out, Your Highness.
If there's any more shiny objects, we're not guaranteed your survival.
I won't run up anymore. Please, you're going to be at the front lines. I'm not. Drink the potion.
Just give me a minute to rest. And I'll be fine.
Are you mechanically using second wind?
No, I'm mechanically using a short rest.
You're going to take, half hour or so just in the sewers, resting?
Yes.
My only concern with that is actually the gelatinous cube. Because that's why I was suggesting with Chloe with backing out of the sewers to do that.
The gelatinous cube is not going to move to attack because its thing is ambush and surprise, and you would know this based on what you rolled last time. Like, it's not just going to come up and attack people.
Oh, okay.
In that case, go ahead and roll hit die.
Guess that goes for Ponzi as well, then, if you're not full.
Yeah. What do I roll?
Whatever your hit die
Your
is.
hit die. Yeah, your hit die should be... you probably...
Wow! Alden's back to full.
Mine says 3d8 for hit dice.
Well, hit die
It'd be
is
1d8. Under right next to where your death saves are, it should say hit dice, and in parentheses give you a D number.
Mine just says total 3d8.
Yeah.
D8 is your hit die. So
1d8.
Oh, okay.
And
add your constitution.
Of course. 4.
And
Woo.
basically, so how this works is now, since you rolled 1d8, until we take another long rest, you now only have 2d8 hit die left.
Which
That's how that works?
For recovery on short rest, yes.
Yes.
So they replaced healing surges with hit dice. Okay. Interesting.
And then on a long rest, you recover half of your total hit dice.
I did not know that part.
Mm-hmm.
Where's the rest of the healing potion? I'll take a swig of.
Alwyn corks the potions, puts them back in the false bottom, and seals it up.
Also, gameplay-wise, Kite is actually using this time to think about the course of action he wants to take inside. Because obviously if there's something in the sewers, people were expecting someone to potentially come up this way, which we were not expecting.
Although, Chloe actually might offer this if you're at least talking about this out loud, because I had this thought. It's potentially those spiders were there to keep prisoners from escaping as opposed to keep things from going in. Because any normal prisoner down there that would be in the dungeons, if they got into the sewers and ran to one of those things, they would probably perish immediately. So that's a possibility too.
Not incorrect. But my bigger issue is they know this path exists.
Yeah, they do. So that's clear. It's clearly not unknown to them.
Go ahead and I'll have the prince do it too. Roll me insight check.
For both of us or all of us?
Yep, to those who are taking part in this conversation.
Oh dear.
Kite, and Alwyn will get this too. You two both come to the conclusion that just because they know this exists, like, Greyfort is calculating, but he's also arrogant. So you probably believe that the way he would go about it is he would just stick something down here and know between the threat of it being down here and the threat of what he could do to people, that that's probably the only thing keeping the slaves at bay, or slaves where they're going, and he probably hasn't been down here in ages, if ever.
Well, that's encouraging.
Can I also just, for no purposes other than comedic value, use this insight check to also discern that Greyfort probably gave the spider some of those steroids, and that's why they were so, thick?
You go ahead and mention that. Ponzi. Give me an intelligence check adding your proficiency modifier. So it's going to be a +7 to the roll.
What did you say it was an intelligence check?
Yeah, with your proficiency modifier. So a +7 to the roll. I was trying to figure out why you were staring blankly. I gave you the numbers.
Just roll a d20 and add 7.
Well, he did. 13. You think it could be possible to enhance the spiders in an alchemical way, but you're not sure. So you guys are done resting. You can hear the rumblings of the gelatinous cube down off in the distance. Clearly it hasn't moved. Although you definitely hear some sort of rumbling and gurgling. Clearly something got dropped down the sewers into the cube and it's feasting.
I suppose this is an efficient way to keep a sewer clean.
Pretty much. So you guys are all sort of like limbered up, relaxed. The prince is doing one of the, or basically going to like the diagonal here and doing one of those like monk wall things against the diagonal, like doing splits just to keep himself limber.
Of course.
And totally trying to show off to Chloe.
And Chloe, meanwhile, just reading her books.
Yeah.
Just trying to keep things in order. Oh, that's nice. Yeah.
As soon as you say that, he just falls and face plants into the water again.
It's funny because we knew it was going to happen.
Yep. We're laughing because someone just posted in the Discord commenting on all the cat gifs that we posted. So this is all happening. You're all rested up now. You've licked your wounds best you can. What do you want to do?
Well, we can assume at least that the way those spiders were guarding is the way that we should go. Do you feel up for continuing on, Bouncy?
I guess. Ponzi's clearly out of it still.
Well, just do your best to keep your wits about you. We'll try to keep you from getting hurt like that again. Those were a monster. But let's try to tread carefully down this path from here on.
Right. Where are you going?
We probably want to go the way the spiders came from. At least that would be my vote. But what do you all think?
Though, Alwyn looks at you. Well, we went every other way, so continuing down this path makes the most sense. And Chloe, give me a perception check.
Will do. $19.
Oh, he's blushing as he talks.
Does that mean you're not sure? Whatever. Yes, I agree. Let's go the other way. Kite and Alwyn, if you're okay to take the front, I'd be a little bit concerned about doing so myself.
Move people here. We'll move people up to the fox.
The fox! Oh,
The fox!
I'm disappointed.
You have options.
Options usually mean that one leads to death.
Well,
Except in these sewers where everything leads to death.
Kite and Poffins, the two with dark vision, can see that this is in fact a dead end.
Yes.
That much you can tell from where you are.
That's good.
Poffin's going to stick his head kind of into the causeway there.
I'll take a look over this way. Oh, that leads down into darkness.
It does lead down into darkness.
Why didn't I take that spell of pathfinding?
So, Poffins can also see that the upper path leads to nowhere from here.
Oh, he can? Nice. Good.
It leads to dead ends.
Good.
Yeah. So there's just 2 paths left.
Which is down this way and up this way?
Yep.
Let's take a look.
There's a ladder.
There'd be a ladder.
There is a ladder, but as you get to that, as you move to that specific section,
Oh dear.
go ahead and make me a perception check. Kite don't. Okay, Chloe will see this.
She's still worried about spiders.
I'll roll it for Prince. No, that's not the right button. That's the persuasion button, you dummy. There we go. So only Chloe is going to hear this. And you hear this sound of... And then sort of like descending from the side wall of the ceiling is quite possibly the biggest rat you've ever seen.
Aw. That's probably dangerous and going to give us disease. Kite! Ponzi! Alvin! We have a chunky rat in front of us.
It's funny you were posting all the chunky stuff. I'm like, I have a thick rat! I have a chunky rat!
I don't want the rat. Where's the gelatinous cube?
It's not going to move. For us, at least.
If you want to go back and play with your magic jello, you can do that. We're not helping you.
It's better than the rat.
Has the rat seen us yet?
You're not sure.
I want to go down the other path.
I mean, there was a ladder up this way, you said.
Yeah, I want to go down the other path.
But our goal clearly is to go to the ladder.
Yeah, but I don't want to go fight a rat.
We're not fighting. Not yet. Now we're fighting.
Yeah, we're fighting a rat.
I'm just popping it up. You guys can do what you want with the rat.
Great, we have a whiny merchant.
The rat's bigger than me!
He's bigger than all of us. Wait a second. No, I don't have that spell. That would be hilarious to use a large creature in this place. Just get him stuck. He's in our way, but he doesn't seem to be trying to attack us. We could try to lure it away.
You're the bait. Wait, no, give me your book.
What? No. Oh, that's a... This is... I don't want to make ideas. Ideas get people killed.
You guys realize I may be able to lure it.
That's what I mean. If we can lure it away, then we can go around it.
As you say this, it stops doing its string and then it looks and it stares directly down the hallway at you. It's Chloe specifically staring at you because you're in the front of the line here. And it stares at you, and this thing has like pustules all over its face and on its fur. Its fur is matted, ragged, disgusting. And its eyes meet yours, and it just sends a shudder up your spine. This thing is disgusting. And it starts charging you guys as well.
Reaction to dive for cover?
You have a chance to do it, to try and lure it, or we can roll initiative. I will give you that option. But you have to make a decision.
Oh gosh, do something, Kite! Prince!
So Kite starts retreating, hoping that everyone follows him.
Oh, I'm following you. Oh, which way are we following? Oh no! We're like the Three Stooges.
The fact that you guys went that way is probably bad.
Yes, I know. Running this way. Ah, crud.
Can you give
There.
me another one of me?
I can give you bonus you.
Crud.
Echo appears right at the intersection. Kite steps back about 5 feet. And
The prince is going to move here to hide in this corner.
Oh, right. Hiding. That's a thing. Ah.
and Kite has his Echo sort of continue down the hall.
So,
I do have to
Ponzi's
catch
running
it
too.
quick.
Ponzi can do the gnome thing, right? Where he like touches his nose and turns invisible.
no. All right. Now we're here. We are going to roll initiative, just so we have how people are going to act, where they're going to act in turn here.
Understood.
At this point, it just makes sense to do this on initiative.
No, that makes perfect sense.
Didn't put mine in, but I rolled a 17.
Yeah, I rolled this.
What is up with my rolls tonight? Oh wait, this is every night.
Let's say tonight.
At least I crit tonight.
You did. Well, the good thing is the rat rolled worse than you did. So, Ponzi, you're up first. What are you doing?
Probably dying.
Remember, you can move twice in this game, right? Where you can like double move.
The dash action would be a double move, yes.
Yeah.
So, I'm actually going to do something really stupid.
Oh, stupid is bad.
I'm going to try to intimidate the rat to follow me down back into the hallway where the gelatinous cube was.
Not
Roll.
realizing that he's going to get himself stuck between the two of them.
Right.
I don't know what his plan is, but I'm curious.
Roll an intimidation check.
Out of character, that was my plan with my Echo. That didn't matter if it got stuck between the two.
Yeah.
You try and please explain how you're trying to taunt the rat to chase you.
Mr. Rat, please, could you come chase me?
Yeah, with a 6, the rat just looks at you, hisses, screeches, and you could swear it flips you the double bird.
How rude.
It is the prince's turn, and last time he jumped into everything, he got face planted and he got yelled at by 2 people, so he's just going to happily stay hidden where he is right now. Chloe!
Cowards live longer. I'm gonna stay hidden as well.
Okay. Kite!
So that Echo decides to stab at the rat.
Unfortunately, 6 is not going to hit the rat. I mean, you still stab at it, so you're still annoying it, but it's not going to do any damage to the rat.
I don't need to do damage to the rat. So, my Echo moves about 10 feet that way. And I move 5 feet just to get out of sight of the rat.
Well, it is the rat's turn, and the Echo was the thing that attacked it, so it's charging in at the Echo. And it is going to attack, just like chittering bite. You said the AC is 16, right?
Correct.
So this thing just like starts biting, chomping, and just can't seem to get a good bite into the echo. And I'm sorry you all have to see me biting at my camera like that.
Thank goodness I have you covered and I didn't have to see it.
So yeah, spoiler alert. The rat gets 3 attacks, 11, 10, 15. This one I did vet. I know what's going on with this one. So this one I promise is not as crazy as me forgetting the spiders had frost damage. Yes, Dark Shadows. Yes. Ponzi, you're up. This rat just came charging at the echo and just...
Oh, I hope he knows what he's doing.
So this time, Ponzi's just going to throw a vial of fire at it, trying to light its fur on fire and run.
I need to be able to see to do this.
I don't actually have my spells in here.
Yeah.
So I rolled a 15 plus 5.
Hit.
5 damage.
I will now make the health bar visible.
And Ponzi's making his way down to the intersection here so he can make decisions as well.
It is the prince's turn. He's going to just peek here where he can see things, feeling that the rat is still focused on that. Chloe, you are up.
All right. I actually can't see down this hallway very much, which is actually kind of an interesting way with the trick of the light. I kind of like it. I'm going to move with Chloe, though, down this direction, because I at least have a... No, that's a... At least I have to keep track of what's going on with folks, so I'm at least going to do what I can. But what's my speed again? My speed is 30. Okay. So let's do... Shift and open space. Trying to remember what the button is that tells me the path, but 2, 4, 6. That's a dead end.
So you're down here?
Yep.
Noted.
Is there anything else down here or no?
Roll me a perception check.
$17.
Well, that looks like a little tunnel.
It does. I don't know if that's good or not, but Shirley's pointed out to Kite. In the meantime, what she's going to do is I'm actually going to, as an action, I'm going to summon a mage hand. It's a cantrip.
And what are you doing with this mage hand?
Well, I don't know if I can do anything with it now, because I can use an action to control it. So I used to use an action to summon it. I'm eventually going to be doing the mage. I'm going to summon it over here. I'm eventually going to use it to maybe explore this hole.
Okay.
But the goal was to actually use the hand to manipulate like bait or something on this side if there was an opening, which there is not.
Nope.
So at the very least, it's out. It's not hurting anything, just in case.
Kite, you're up.
Okay, so the echo makes another stab. More again for antagonizing.
16 will hit the rat. The rat is angry.
The echo runs another 10 feet.
Well, you're leaving the rat's threatened square, so the rat is going to get an attack of opportunity on the echo. And miss horribly.
And then Kite will come down here, and I probably need to make a stealth check, so...
Roll it with advantage, because it's very much focused on the thing poking it right now. That's a 20.
That is a 20.
All right. It's the rat's turn. It's doing the same thing as before. It is charging the echo. It is going to hit, so the echo is going to go kerflooey because it has 1 HP. So the rat just tears into this echo, just... And then it looks over at Ponzi with a look of pure hunger in its eye.
Oh, dear.
And licks its diseased lips. Ponzi, you're up.
Lovely. Have another fire potion. Ooh, dang, that's a 19 on the roll.
Oh, you hit. You don't crit, but you still hit.
8 damage!
The rat still looks healthy. Like you're not even bothering it.
Yeah, and Ponzi's gonna run down this way.
Okay. It is the prince's turn, who is going to look over at Kite for instructions.
Kite points the prince back up towards the ladder that we just saw.
Okay.
Oh, yeah. I have a brilliant idea.
He can get to the ladder.
Oh, I can't see anything more. Nuts. My light source is gone.
You should have it on your stuff, too.
I do, but I was cheating using the prince.
All right. It is Chloe's turn.
All right, I have a brilliant idea. This one's actually a good one. Forget the mage hand. That was a bad idea. That was past Chloe thinking. I'm going to move down this way. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Down here. And I'm also going to move down this way. So that's dash action, I guess. That's double move.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Okay. I'm going to move down here. Where's Ponzi at? As I run past, let's just see. He's down there. Okay. Gotcha.
Like, you can't see him, but I'll tell you where he is.
I appreciate that. Okay, so I can't see him as I run past. That's not going to help too much. But the rat's still focused that way, right?
As far as you know.
Okay. I'll at least step this way as my last move. What I can do, I'll at least tell this to Kite, is that I can actually have Lou cast invisibility on Ponzi, because Lou can do my touch spells. And I can make Llewellyn actually like go places because I can send him out. So that might be a possibility for us to get Ponzi out of his own problem. But right now, I can't do anything further.
All right. Kite, your turn.
Kite brings back his echo.
Do you need another Python?
Nope, I saved this one.
Okay.
And the last time Kite can do this long rest, but once again, well, actually, I can always originate my attack, so never mind. He is once again going to stab at the rat with Sleipnir. That should only
23 will hit.
I forgot to take advantage off.
That's fine. Roll damage. The rat's mad again!
Okay, this time the rat does not get the attack of opportunity because, well, it's away.
And it already, yeah.
So the echo moves back past where Ponzi is. And I sneak behind it because I have to remain within 30 feet.
Yep. Roll another stealth check with advantage.
Hey!
Okay.
Good thing you had the advantage.
Both my
Oh,
stealth checks were 9 and then pass on advantage.
Yeah. Well, not necessarily passing. It's more of just setting up the keen smell check. That's what I've been doing with it. So yeah, it is the rat's turn. It is 100% doing the same thing again, charging the echo. And just nom nomming and missing horribly. Ponzi, you're up. And now that you're this close to the rat, it just smells like death and decay and rot.
Yummy.
Like, this would be a great familiar for a necromancer.
Yeah, but I'm not a necromancer. I'm
Yeah.
a potion salesman. Good point. Yeah. We're going to do the standard. We're going to just throw a ball of fire at the stupid thing. That's a 9. We add my, intelligence to it?
Mm-hmm.
That's 14.
Oh, your target's... Okay.
What are you doing? Attacking
I'm throwing another fireball at it, or a little firebolt.
You hit.
3.
Rat still doesn't look bothered. The prince's turn. He is going to disappear from the map because... Here. He's going to disappear from the map because he's up the ladder now. Chloe, you're up.
Okay. Gonna stay... Okay, so the rat's still focused on the clone thing, right? On the double? As far as I know?
As far as you know.
Okay. Actually, Chloe's got to look at Kite. You're going to be leading that further down, right?
That's the hope, and hopefully Ponzi isn't stupid enough to keep throwing things at it.
That's what I hope as well. Alright. Well, I'm not going to antagonize the rat any further. And, yeah, making you invisible isn't going to do anything. So... Yeah, nothing else I'm going to be able to do right now, which is fine. Can I identify anything about the rat? Like, just in case, like, see if it's naturally occurring or another, like, sort of created creature?
Roll an Arcana check.
Ooh, this one I got. Why Arcana for the rat? That's terrifying. 12. According to this, I can reroll. Let's see. Was it Nick? Oh, proficiency for the bonus is doubled, so that's actually a 14 instead of 12.
It's a big old disease rat.
It's a big old disease rat. And that's my turn.
There is some sort of magic energy flowing off the big old disease rat, but that's all you know is it's a big old disease rat.
Right. It's clearly magical in some way, though, so be extra careful. Maybe it just eats magic. Ugh. But that's it. Continue with the plan, guys.
Well, it is Kite's turn.
So Kite, instead of letting the rat keep on swiping at his echo every time he moves the echo, he's just going to confuse the rat and create a new echo, which makes his old echo disappear.
Huh.
The rat.
And the new echo stabs at the rat again.
Don't worry, Rat, I'm confused too.
13 will hit. Well, it is the rat's turn.
Oh, wasn't he gonna move?
Yeah,
Or can't you
the
do it?
Yeah, once he
Echo
moves,
moves down,
yeah.
and so do I. And with advantage,
Nice.
Whew.
especially that one on the other roll.
Yeah, my goodness.
Okay. So rat's turn. Still not. It's coming after this again. And all three are going to miss the echo. I've rolled so many 15s. Just
Lucky for us. I'm not sad that it's missing.
Ponzi, you're up.
So Ponzi's going to look down the hallway and see if the cube is still there.
It is still there.
All right, Ponzi's going to change his tactics. He's going to throw a fire potion at the cube.
Oh gosh.
I had already rolled initiative for the cube, and now you're bringing it into the fight.
So that's a 14? No, 15.
Its armor class is 6.
Okay. That's 7 damage.
Out of character question, Tej.
Yeah.
Do these firebolt spells make sound when they go off?
Technically.
That's a perception to see if I hear an attack go off without seeing it, knowing what Ponzi's been doing.
Oh, 100%.
I would shout if I wasn't afraid it would
You
drop
know,
me to the ground.
roll that insight check with advantage.
Like, we already know.
You know. You 100% know.
There's no even guessing.
Kite mouths a lot of words that aren't actually allowed on BCC.
Or any other channel for that matter.
Is that all you're doing?
Ponzi's running back this way now.
Okay, well, it is the cube's turn. It's using a dash action.
It can dash, but it doesn't have any legs.
It's chasing after Ponzi.
Of course it is.
Of course it is.
Congratulations, you have just made this encounter infinitely harder.
I know, that's what I was just thinking. Like, well, we do have one big creature that we couldn't possibly take on. Why not two?
Chloe! That just happened. Your turn.
Oh gosh, I don't even know I don't know the cubes that way, but I know the cubes that way. Like, I know well enough. Oh gosh. I have to walk up here and take a look. Kite? Kite? What are we going to do?
Kite just looks at Chloe. I kind of just want to leave him for dead right now.
It's not his.
We're on the right side of this encounter. He made that decision.
It's not his fault. He's just unique.
You hear Llewellyn. No, it is entirely his fault, madam.
Lou, don't say things that are true.
You want me to lie about a book? I spoke facts, madam.
Lou isn't fiction, so...
No, he's not. I guess the main question is, do we attempt to engage with these creatures, or do we try to hope for the best and let things continue?
I'm going to keep on with this rat to try to keep him out of range. So, hopefully, this stupid merchant gets the idea and just runs rather than trying to engage two people? Or that being encounters two other beings? I can't call any of the three of them people right now.
I think the most people, I think the most people one of them is that mirror of you.
It's also the only one using any common sense right now.
Well, I'm pretty sure the cube just runs on instinct, and I'm pretty sure the rat just runs on instinct. I think they're both just hungry.
Well, okay. Regardless.
Wait.
I was going to for us, but go on. What do you got?
Kite looks at Llewellyn really quick. So if the rat and the cube run on instinct, does that mean that Ponzi runs on idiot?
I do not have the facts in place to dispute that, sir.
Well, not much I can do. However, Chloe's going to try to whisper out across the sewers and whatever to Ponzi, wherever he is. Ponzi, now's the time to run!
Make a stealth check with disadvantage.
I'm sorry. I was not very stealthful to begin with. Oh my gosh!
Oh my gosh! What's that? The dice are telling a story. So that's the DC for the rat to hear you. It does not hear you.
So yeah, Ponzi, Chloe's telling you to get out of Dodge. Now's the time. And I'm not going to do anything else right now because I'm not going to antagonize this rat. And I can't set up any spell stuff, so I'll hang out.
Kite doing his thing again, making a new apparition appear, which makes his old one disappear. And he stabs at the rat again.
12 will not hit the rat.
But it still makes him angry.
Oh, it does absolutely make him angry.
And then he has the echo sort of go down here. He comes over here. So Ponzi is within his line of sight now, and
you also see the cube chasing him.
Of course.
Yes.
We'll go ahead and make me a stealth check with advantage again. Not gonna lie, this combat did not turn out the way I was expecting it to.
No kidding!
Lucky for you, Krim, I rolled absolutely atrocious on the rat's perception check. The rat's been rolling perception on it because it's a keen sense. It's been rolling its perception checks with advantage. This is the first chance it has had really to actually make a perception check, and it failed miserably. So it's just coming over here. And finally gets his jowls and jaws and teeth into the echo and just Raticate bites it in half.
Seems good.
It's Super Fag, he's fine.
All right. Ponzi, you have a cube chasing you.
Yeah, so you know the scene in Star Wars where Han runs in, chases a couple stormtroopers, and then turns around, or finds a whole room full of them and turns and runs? Yeah, Ponzi's turning and running.
Make me a perception check. Make me a will save, or say a wisdom saving throw. but the shinies in the cube.
It's cute.
Oh, you done screwed up.
It's a cube.
You want to run, but shinies.
It's so shiny, but it's coming after me.
But shinies.
Throw a fireball at it. That's 16.
You hit.
Or no.
Its AC is 6.
Yeah, I know. And 1 measly damage.
It just sort of wiggles and jiggles, and you see even shinier.
I'm doomed. I failed to run away.
You did. You did. It is the cube's turn. And it's just going to move over here. And it is going to use its engulf ability. So go ahead and make me, as it comes over you, a dexterity saving throw.
A what?
Dexterity saving throw.
I'm screwed.
You see the shiny, and you're attracted by the shiny. It just engulfs itself around you. And you take... That's what I want to do. It's this. That's why. How about you do what I want you to do? There we go. And you take 9 acid damage as the wiggling, jiggling jello shots and acidic nature of the cube just starts to all around you. Chloe!
Guys,
Chloe.
does the cube have Ponzi?
Yes.
Are we saving him?
Is Ponzi entirely engulfed, or is there any body parts that is sticking outside of the cube?
Any creature within 5 feet of the cube can take an action to pull a creature or object out of the cube. So you can. It's not sticking out, but you can see it, and you won't take damage just by reaching in to pull it out.
Except I'm not within 5 feet right now.
You're not. And I don't think I have the power to push you or anything. That's how that works. Yeah, I can't use my mage hand to pull you out because it can only take 10 pounds, and Ponzi, you're small, but you're not that small.
Yeah, it is your turn, Chloe.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I mean, we gotta do something, and this is at least gonna help. This rat's gonna be a problem. And it definitely is gonna see us as soon as it turns around. But I gotta do something. Can I see the cube from over here? Enough to get an attack on it?
It's a big cube.
So that's a yes.
Well, you can't necessarily see the cube necessarily, but you see the outline of Ponzi, so you have something to aim for.
Okay. Because I'm going to do my Ray of Frost on the cube. If I can see it from there, I can see it from here. Yeah, it's the same angle. I'll just do that. And let's do Ray of Frost on the cube because it slows it by 10 feet. So that means as soon as Ponzi gets out, that thing's not chasing us very well. If it hits.
I'm not so concerned about it chasing us. I'm worried about Ponzi actually running from it. Because remember,
what?
Kite just saw Ponzi walk towards it.
Oh, yeah. Well, either way, Let's do this, and then when the rat comes to kill us, we'll just talk about it in heaven. Okay, 22 on the cube. Yes. Hit for Ray of Frost, and it does 5 cold damage. And speed of the creature is reduced by 10.
Yep. Kite.
Okay, I do not try to pull Ponzi out right now.
Is he in timeout?
I stab the cube.
Okay. You hit. It wiggles and jiggles and makes a mold of a Sleipnir.
Then I bring back my echo. Maybe. There we go. And I have the echo actually use an additional action just to stab and occupy the rat.
Roll to hit. You hit the rat. Ooh, nice roll.
Rat's doing a ton of damage.
Rat's looking a little worse for wear here.
Yeah, you're actually handling that rat by yourself.
Okay. Well, the rat's going to turn around.
Ooh.
And go nom nom on the echo again.
That rat actually looks really freaky upside down because it looks like it's about ready to pounce.
Yes.
Yep. And it pounces, it just shreds the echo. I crit on one. So it just splits the echo in twain.
Poof.
Ponzi, you're in a cube!
I have a stupid question.
I have a stupid answer.
We said this cube is made out of Jello shot, correct?
I said it's got some Jello shot in it. You will take acid damage if you try to drink it.
No. I was going to purify food and drink.
All you'll do is remove the Jello shot from the cube.
Then it will be less tasty.
And it will still be acid.
Mm-hmm.
Well, that was the whole point.
Honestly, that was not the stupid thing I thought he was going to do.
Neither did I.
I assumed he was going to try to eat his way out of it. That was my first thought.
I assumed that he was going to try to catch it on fire from the inside.
I mean, that was option number 3.
With him still inside of it.
Mm-hmm.
So that was plan C. This was plan A. What's plan B?
I mean, if Ponzi's inside, I don't get why he's not grabbing at these shiny objects inside of it.
Are there any shiny objects?
There are plenty of shiny objects.
Can I roll to see what's in here?
It's all obscured by a layer of gelatin and acid. You can see shiny. You can't tell what they are.
Well, in that case, I'm just going to use Ray of Sickness inside.
Ray of Sickness on the gelatinous cube.
You trying to make him throw you up?
Yep.
What does Ray of Sickness do?
A ray of sickening green energy lashes out towards a creature within range. Make a ranged spell attack against the target. On a hit, the target takes 2d8 poison damage and must make a Constitution saving throw. On a failed save, it's also poisoned until the end of your next turn.
I wonder if
It is not immune to any of that, so...
Interesting.
Sweet. So that's 17 plus 5. That's going to hit.
You hit.
2d8. 5 damage.
On 2d8, you'll deal 5 damage. I have to make a
I'm a
constitution.
special kind of failure.
And I have to make a Constitution saving throw.
Yes.
Okay. So you crack open this vial of sickening fluid, right? You just crack open, and Kite and Chloe, to let's say you can both see this. The cube goes from this like transparent ice cube blue to this disgusting vomit-colored green. And, well...
Wait, is the green translucent?
A little bit, yeah.
Kite mutters to himself, yeah, it kind of hides the ugly.
So what I need from you, Ponzi, is I need an acrobatics check.
I'm screwed.
Hey, 15.
You are fine. The reason I need an acrobatics check is because I rolled a 1 on this thing's Constitution save. So it spits you out like a freaking rocket all the way to this wall. But you roll high enough on your acrobatics check to just splash into the water and not take damage, but you are covered in this sickly, blue-green, disgusting gelatinous acid.
Oh, that worked. Ugh.
I can't believe that worked.
I can't believe that worked!
Do you feel like running now, Ponzi?
I want the shine.
Fantastic!
Thanks for screwing up the cameras.
Oh, that was too good. It's the cube's turn. It can move 5 feet. It's doing this. Oh, it doesn't even want to reach out and attack because it's like vomiting and sick right now. Vomiting. It's just, yeah, the cube, like, if a gelatinous, if Jello could look sick, this is what it would look like.
It looks very sad.
So this is what happens when it drinks too much of itself.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, Chloe, it's your turn. You just saw Ponzi get projectile vomited out of the gelatinous cube.
Ponzi, we're leaving.
But I want my shinies.
We're leaving.
My shinies.
Chloe's gonna fire a ray of frost at the rat so it slows it while we run.
Oh, by the way, Ponzi, you're not even having an option. So, once Chloe does that, then I'll...
16 hit the rat.
You hit the rat.
Okay, ray of frost. It's slowed by 10 feet. That's a big thing. 4 damage.
Okay, the rat is now covered in poison and frost.
And Chloe's gonna start going this way. And she's gonna wave heartily over at Ponzi. and then that's going to be it.
Kite's turn.
Kite grabs Ponzi by the collar and drags him.
I want my shinies! Put me down!
It is the rat's turn. It's going to go 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. And we're going to have a kaiju fight.
Oh, thank goodness.
I love it, chat. Oh, yeah, the rat still exists. And the rat is going to look at the cube. And the rat basically like, sees this thing and just starts biting at the cube. The rat hits the cube. The cube is already poisoned, so it can't be poisoned again. But the rat has managed to give the gelatinous cube a disease.
Hold on, Tej. You should make the rat roll a percentile.
Why?
To see if it hits any of the jello shots inside of it.
Roll a D100.
Nora, you should roll a D100 since it's your jello shot.
This is absolute insanity.
This is not how I thought the start was going to go.
No, neither did I.
I think Nora is frozen, by the way.
I thought he was just thinking really hard.
It does not hit a jello shot. Ponzi is being dragged by Kite. And we'll just say he's being dragged by Kite while we work to try and get Nora back. We apologize for the technical difficulties.
Mm-hmm.
It is the cube's turn. And the cube cannot actually. Well, actually, can the cube engulf? It can engulf the rat. So now you have a gelatinous diseased rat cube. Rat makes... Rat fails that. So, yeah, we have... Yeah. That's about what I can say. Is the gelatinous cube has engulfed the giant diseased rat.
Welcome back.
Chloe, that just happened.
I wish cameras had been invented. Huh. Neat. Anyway, we're going to run. So, that was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 yeah, let's just go this direction, and then you know what to do, guys. Close it, go an extra 3. That way, in case things go bad.
The cube and the rat can't catch you, so unless people are stupid, you're out of combat.
Kite looks at Ponzi. Are you okay to run away now?
Fine.
I'm sure we'll find shiny stuff later.
Okay, we will go ahead and do this. And we will transfer over to the slave quarters. So you guys make your way up here.
Is that Shang Tsung in the corner?
What?
No, there's not Shang Tsung in the corner.
Oh yeah, no way.
You the characters can't see because of the walls, but that is not Shang Tsung.
Right, obviously. It's just very small and I can't make it out.
Well, we're alive.
Somehow.
So you guys, basically, most of these little prison doors you can ignore.
Mm-hmm.
That just happened to be the art for this. So yeah, you guys can make your way out, and you see the prince here, who clearly is like sneaking around, slinking around, trying to not being very discreet about hiding, but you can tell he probably looked around here first, and now is down here, getting ready to come in this direction. So what do you guys do?
Your Highness.
Oh! That took an awful long time. What happened?
Nothing. Nothing happened.
Ponzi saw shiny stuff.
He went after the cube, didn't he?
Yes.
Originally, I think his idea was only half-filled until he realized that there was, or until he remembered that there was shiny stuff in the cube and decided to go jello diving.
He looks at Pop. Oh, you look disgusting.
Ponzi doesn't even acknowledge the prince.
So, you guys want to continue doing your exploration?
You probably should. Did you find anything while you were up here, Your Highness?
Not yet.
I see. Ponzi, do you need a minute to recover yourself?
I'm fine.
So, I mean, at this point, you can hear the talking, and you hear the footsteps of somebody coming towards you. And you see in the hallway here, I'll just move you guys down here at this point. Actually, anyone who paid attention to the sparring fight will recognize the person here. And I will go ahead and show you the art, just so you have a full picture.
Oh. It does look a little Shang Sunny.
A little bit. You know how hard it is to find, like, pictures of, like, kids who are, like, monks or martial artists that isn't just some random stock picture of a kid doing karate?
Well, Last Airbender.
Okay, I didn't want to... Well, it kind of actually is a Way of the Four Elements monk, so you're not wrong there. But I didn't want to use Aang, okay?
All right, fine. Your loss.
So you see this guy over here. One other thing you notice is the fact that this is supposed to be the slave quarters for all of the gladiators. He's the only one here.
Wait, this place is empty?
Yeah.
Why? And why? Prince is not the person you fought?
Yeah, but I don't know what's going on. And he sort of comes up here and approaches and looks at you and goes, I mean, I know who you are, Your Highness, but who are you? And did you go through the sewers?
It's a long story, but we needed to talk to somebody in here.
Well, I'm the only one who's here. terribly sorry. Terribly sorry. My name is Zakaya, but everyone just calls me Kai.
Well met, Kai. I'm Chloe. You already met Alan. This is Kite and Ponzi.
Nice to meet you guys. So wait, you came to the sewers? Does that mean that the things are gone?
Some of them.
What do you mean some of?
There was. Yes, you don't really want to know. Where are the other gladiators? Or the other prisoners that are typically down here?
So it's this place used to be full, but a couple weeks ago, these two people started coming down here. A small, about his height, points at Ponzi, hooded man, and then a taller hooded woman. Kept everything sort of like covered up. They just were talking, and they would take fighters one by one. They kept taking like the biggest, strongest, like all of them, one by one. They never really said much at all. I'm only here because I overheard them talking that they needed me to stay here just to be the sparring match for the opening of the games.
So a small-hooded man and a tall-hooded woman came and took the other fighters?
Yeah.
They didn't say why.
They didn't say much at all. They kept looking and ogling them like they were pieces of meat.
Well, that's odd. Does that sound like natural gladiator behavior to you, Kite? This is a little bit more your depth than mine.
I'm not really a gladiator.
But it doesn't sound like normal. No.
Oh.
Honestly, I don't know what the purpose would be of why they would be doing that, other than the fact of what do we know so far, Chloe?
Well, we have suspicions that the Duke is drugging or enhancing gladiators or his own fighters to try to rig the tournament.
Well, maybe, but I don't know, because scuttlebutt through different people and all that is that the Duke himself, he hasn't been seen a lot, and we kind of think he might be like sick or something, because one of the things that we did hear from the two people, the two hooded figures, was that they kept talking about Duke's condition and how long the process was taking. I don't know if they're correlated or not, but
The Duke's condition? Glenn actually pulls out a little book. He starts making some notes. Does that mean, is he sick? He wouldn't test things on himself, or...
No. If he's sick, of course he's not going to test things on himself. He's going to test it on very strong soldiers first. If they can't withstand it, he knows he wouldn't be able to.
I suppose that's one way to go about it. And I guess if you have a room full of able-bodied men, they would make effective guinea pigs.
Yeah.
But that does... Oh, go on.
Either that or he's just trying to create a super army.
That feels a little extreme. He already has an army, yes?
yeah, but why wouldn't you if you're? I mean, he also pays people for fighters to for his entertainment for whatever reason. I don't know. I mean, I don't have much information, but I don't want whatever happened to everybody else down here happen to me. and clearly you guys came through the sewers, and I know it's a lot to ask, and there's if we get caught, there's probably like repercussions or anything. But can I go with you guys?
As in, you want us to break you out?
It's either I break out with you guys, or I'm the next one to get dragged off to whatever those two crazy hooded people are doing.
Well, we certainly don't want that.
You will notice that the look of, like, Alwyn has this look on his face like he doesn't know what to do. Like, you, for free, you know that he 100% wants to, like, bring this guy with him. But at the same time, you can tell that he doesn't know if it's the right thing to do politically.
Chloe does look over at Owen and kind of nudges him and says, well, we were supposed to get a witness.
How much is this? How is this gonna work? How is it gonna? As long as we don't, we bring him out. We're in Eaglescar. We're in the Duke's place. Like, if we get seen at all, well, if I get seen at all with this, like, it's gonna be, the backlash is gonna be crazy.
Hey, Chloe.
Yes.
Can we disguise the prince?
Technically, it'd be a complicated process. But what we could do if we had the resources was we could scribe down a disguise spell, self spell, or Ponty can make a potion for it, or in whatever way he would do there, and then we could have the prince more or less use it on himself.
Llewellyn pops up. Madam,
Yes.
didn't you want me to cast invisibility on Ponzi earlier?
Well, I was going to do that in case he got himself cornered, but luckily.
Okay, then why couldn't we just, instead of going through all the hoops of disguise self and being that, why not just cast invisibility?
Oh, no. That was entirely where I agree with you. If we're leaving and we take this gentleman with us, we absolutely would want to make the prince invisible and not be seen with him. Would that be a problem for you, Your Highness?
If it gets rid of all the political stuff, then that's the easiest thing. I mean, we can't just leave Kai down here.
Absolutely not. He gave you a brilliant fight.
Okay, so one problem is
Yes?
taken care of, but you do realize that we left our only escape in the sewers block, right?
Well, we are lucky in the sense that those two creatures are fighting each other, and one of them is most likely going to die.
Right, one of them.
Right. Yeah, we could potentially fight our way out of it and hope the other one's injured enough. Or, this is, I'm guessing, the lowest floor of the dungeon, as in going above would take us to a
If we go out anywhere but the sewers, we're going to end up right in the proper keep, and that's not good at all.
Okay.
That's the only way. We have to get out of here.
Okay, so we can pray that these two creatures are either still entangled and we can slip past them, or that one of them is dead and the other is gravely injured, and then we'll just have to clear a path. Very fortunately... Oh, go on.
Or... And I don't know if this is the right decision or not, because we don't know what's there. But didn't you say something about a passage?
Oh, you mean
yes.
the hole that I saw down there?
Yes. Would we be able to fit in it?
Would we? I looked at that hole. Was it person-sized? So yeah, Chloe nods that and says, well, yeah, I suppose we would. I don't know where it leads, but it would certainly fit us.
Well, then we have at least one other option that isn't...
That's true.
the other stuff.
That's true. And we also have no other real escape, so it'd be on our way. It's worth trying at least. And we could also have the prince lead us after I make him invisible. That way he could basically be our eyes ahead of us, in case there's something on the other end.
I guess. I mean, if we're going to go back past the rat and the Jello thing, yeah.
We have no other choice.
Okay, then we probably should get out of here. We spent an awful lot of time down there in the sewers.
We did. Let's do our best to spend less this time around. Also, Prince, are you feeling better now? You were looking well earlier.
I'm feeling great. I mean, Ponzi's the one that looks like he could use a little love right now.
Well, hopefully, once we get out of the sewers, we can get Ponzi patched up and maybe get him a fresh sale from some hapless passerby, and he'll be right as rain.
Okay. So we should probably go then.
I agree.
Switch back to this map then.
Alrighty.
Yeah. And what I'm going to ask from one of you, real quick, is to roll a D100.
Go ahead, Cham.
Open it. Whee! 21.
Okay. We don't. I'm just putting this on for aesthetics here. You start to sort of like make your way back, and we'll just like throw Kite down here just for lighting purposes.
Mm-hmm.
And you can see that whatever happened here was not pretty. You're probably happy that you didn't see it. You might have heard me rolling the d20s to see what was happening with this. You see a pile of bones in a mostly evaporated pile of goo.
Ew.
And go ahead, Chammy, since you rolled it, roll me 2d4.
Alrighty, 2d4. Ooh.
So as you make your way past this, the two shiny objects that were in the gelatinous cube appear to be these two, like, silvery pendants that are... Actually, I have to break out a new handout here because I didn't put this one in. That appear to be a picture of what appears to be like a weeping willow. Here is the ignore the red coloring, but this is sort of what the pendants are depicting, which is the crest for not House Greyfort, but the Duchy of Andarian. Mechanically speaking, they're worth 25 gold.
Gosh.
And as you make your way up out of the sewers to Eagle's Guard proper, you see that dusk has fallen over the city. The sounds of the gladiator tournament can be heard. Metal on wood, metal on metal, the cheers and the roar of the crowd. And for the most part, most of the city is distracted. But you don't know for sure until you can get Kai back to the boat safe. And that's where we'll end our session. So, on behalf of our crew here at BCC, that'd be Chameleon Knights, Crimson Alex, and Norestra, I am TGE, reminding everybody to, of course, as always, keep hailing.